Rick, your thoughts on playing Dartmouth, a team that you did not win the season series against? What challenges do they bring to you?
Well, they're forwards up front, four lines, obviously with a lot of size, very good in transition, to offense. So that's something that when you have, four lines that can, have size and come up the ice and can make some plays, it's going to be a tough matchup for anybody.
I talked to Bob about that earlier today. He was talking about how important it is maybe to shut down your defense in the way they move the puck up the ice. How important is it to have your defense beat their way of blocking you?
Well, it's very easy to say you want to try to stop our defense, but Bob's not the one that's got to stop our defense, so it's got to come from within. And our defensemen, we practice it enough, and we have full faith that they're going to be jumping into play and making the plays.
Talk about the advantages or disadvantages of you having the off week where they had to be extended to 3 games last weekend.
You go back and you look at it, and I really don't know the stats from our bye week to, but I'm just going to base it on last season. We were successful, and we tried to find, as a coaching staff and our captains, the right balance between rest versus work ratio. And hopefully we found the right balance like last year to prepare ourselves for 3 games if needed. And the guys have done a good job so far.
Talk about the goaltending situation for you. I mean, Troy, getting healthy, being able to have that week off. How do you think things look in Troy? I mean, after Rick answers that, I ask how you feel.
Well, so far he looks very good in practice. Both goaltenders look very good in practice, so it's been nice, balance there. But like I said, we're not making any decisions till Friday.
Troy, how you feeling with the lower body injury?
Feel great, 100%. So, it's just about getting out and battling this the rest of the week in practice here, and hopefully I get my name called going into the weekend, and I'll be ready to play if that's the case.
How important was the bye for you to get that time to rest up a little bit?
Oh yeah, it's huge. I think it's huge for everybody on the team. Obviously a little bit banged up going in the end of the season, just like everybody else. So I think it's really good for even if you don't have a serious injury or anything like that, just a little extra time to recuperate and get some rest, and hopefully that extra rest will help us the rest of the way through.
Regular season, you guys had some ups and downs. I'll throw this out to anybody. Are you happy, you're relieved, you excited now that it's time for playoffs and it's time to try and make another run to the Frozen Four?
Yeah, playoffs is the time you wait for all year. I think that's what you play for the regular season, and I think we've given ourselves a good chance here. And with the bye week, like Troy and Coach said, we've had a good balance of work and rest. So I think we're definitely prepared for going into Friday.
Greg and Matt, I'll ask the same question about you guys do a great job carrying the puck up the ice. How important is it to get past that initial forecheck of Dartmouth and set things up in the offensive zone?
I think it's just a matter of finding the right balance between when you're carrying the puck up and when you're just moving up to our forwards. If we can beat that first forechecker and then get the puck in our forwards' hands and let them go to work, that's when we've been successful this year. Obviously, we got some guys in the back end that like to jump into the rush, and our forwards have been doing a real good job lately hitting that second wave. So I think we can create some chances from our back end.
Greg, thoughts about that?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with what Matt says. I think we strive on getting up the ice and pushing the pace. So I think going to Friday night, I think that's what we can focus on: getting into our forwards' hands and then getting up the ice and hopefully creating some opportunities from the back end.
Kyle, talk about Dartmouth. What type of challenges they present for you and the forwards up front?
Yeah, like Coach said, they're a big physical team, and we don't got the most size up front, but we got a lot of speed and we got a lot of toughness. So, one thing for us will be getting on them early, getting the puck deep, getting 4 lines going, and we're most successful when we got the puck in their end. So we'll be looking to play with the puck and play in their end and get a lot of shots on net.
Kyle, there was 2 different games you guys played against Dartmouth. You guys fell behind 3-0 up there. Got 2 quick goals in the first 2:10 of the third period, but couldn't get that third one. Here in February, you guys had the 2-1 lead. It was a late penalty. They got the power play goal to tie it. Was it a frustrating 2 games to play against them, and you feel you can do better this time around?
I mean, that first game, obviously, that's not the start you want. Doesn't matter who you're playing against. But, you know, at the same time, that was probably one of our worst periods of the season, and our team was able to show some character coming back and getting those 2 goals. With regards to playing here, you know, I thought we controlled the game when they were here. Like you said, you know, sometimes bounces don't go your way, and, you know, that's hockey. So you never want to lose a season series to anyone, but we got 2, possibly 3 games in our building, so I like our chances.
The last 4 home games you guys played, you guys have just, you know, fired pucks at will, over 40 shots a game. How important is it to keep doing that in this series?
Yeah, anytime you get a lot of shots on net, you're going to back off their D and, you know, maybe get them second guessing their game a bit. And you come out strong, especially at home, especially in the playoffs. You come out strong, come out fast. You're dictating the pace, and you're making the other team play with you. And we've been working on that all season, and I think that it's coming together at the right time.
You guys faced Cab Morris in 2 games this season, but Charles Grant, the freshman, has been playing a lot more. Got the wins against Harvard over the weekend. Is there some advantage or disadvantage not having seen him live? Do you think if you put some pressure on him early, that might help you guys a little bit?
Yeah, you know, and it doesn't matter who you go up against. There's a lot of good goalies in this league, but we got a pretty good advantage. We face 2 pretty good ones in practice every day. So, you know, one of the goals for us will be get a lot of pucks on net, get a lot of traffic out of the net, and you know, see how he does fighting through traffic, controlling his rebounds and whatnot. So we'll be coming out the same way we have in the past couple of weeks. A lot of pucks on net, and see how it goes.